What day should Christians Sabbath on? A while ago, I received an email from someone that asked us, do you keep the Holy God Sabbath or Luciferian Sunday? And to answer that question right at the beginning, I think you can practice the Sabbath on Saturday or Sunday. Sadly, often those who are adamant about keeping the Sabbath on Saturday are very legalistic and judgmental of those who don't share their same convictions. They view Saturday Sabbath as something we need to do in order to please God, and it almost becomes a work that someone needs to do in order to keep good standing with God. In Colossians 2:16 and 17, Paul says, "Don't let anyone judge you by what you eat or drink, or with regards to a religious festival or a new moon celebration or a Sabbath day. These are just shadows," he says, "of things that are to come. The reality, however, is found in Christ." So what he's saying is the Sabbath is a shadow. And shadows aren't things, they're cast by other things as light hits the actual thing. So what Paul says is the Sabbath is a shadow of Jesus, and he's saying now that the light has revealed Jesus, the thing that the Sabbath pointed forward to is Jesus, and the Sabbath is no longer that thing. That makes sense. Just as Sabbath was a day to rest from works in the Old Testament, Jesus now is the means by which we can permanently rest from our works. We're not saved by works, we're saved by Jesus. And so we need to not return to keeping the Sabbath as work, because Jesus says in Mark 2, the Sabbath is made for man, not man for the Sabbath. It's supposed to be our way of breaking the rhythm of doing, and slowing down and trusting that the Lord will provide. Romans says, one man considers one day more sacred than another man considers all days alike. Each should be fully convinced in his mind. So here's what I'd say. Pick a day. Have some convictions if you like, but don't demonize others for not sharing your view. Traditionally, the Jews did practice this from sundown Friday till sundown Saturday. The early church switched to Sunday and switched their day of worship to Sunday because that's the day Jesus rose from the dead. Now, it doesn't matter which day you practice it, but find a time to instill this rhythm of rest into your week. It's a gift from God for our rest, our refreshment, and his worship. If you have any other questions that you'd like answered, shoot us a DM or leave a comment and check praxischurch.ca out for more information.